England Patriots.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 33 yards that time.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Denver.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
13 yards. First down, Broncos.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with fourth down coming up. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Hurts. That's going to be caught by Judy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Hurts sets up to throw it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
On downs.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And to anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is, hard to hit what you can't catch.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be second and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Bring it up.
Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for... There's trouble in bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 8 yards to go on second down. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that.
And that's caught at the 25. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen Hurts doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
For the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. And you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 13-yard line.
Now it's the backup, Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, here's Breeden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Denver.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breeden. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He's going to keep, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jalen Hurts, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Broncos 23, Patriots nothing. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And the lead is now an even 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
37, Patriots nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That is caught inside the 5. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
The score, Broncos 37, Patriots 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And the Broncos first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jalen Hurts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos add on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score, Broncos 44, Patriots 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
That's the way to make a play, kid. That's what you get paid for.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
I feel you, dog. I feel you.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on third down for the Pats. 45 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots.
Set to kick off.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 yards. gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
the gun now on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
How about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run the option. They throw it out right complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 62 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Patriots 14, Broncos 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Broncos.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 26 yards on the play there. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 7.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Gurley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, Michel. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's the backup Newton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On the option, it'll be Hurts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 5.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
Let's get it in.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Parker, 62 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for, they got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
The pass. Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A quick toss outright. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And now the juke. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Broncos 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going right back to Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Denver.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Broncos 25. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. So still 14 yards to go, second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield. Try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And it's second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Here's Breida.
And the Broncos.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
From a yard out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
On for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brings up third and 11.
First chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Boswell for the extra point. So that'll back him up 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Broncos 39, Patriots 28. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
42-yard line.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Past the 20. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
46, Patriots 28. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go! Let's get him!
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is the tight end fan. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hurts going to keep this himself. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jalen Hurts, 26 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hey, good job, baby, good job.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 72 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Broncos 53, Patriots 40. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, 43 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Patriots 40. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Off the RPO, he completes it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Second and 13. Short pass caught by Henry.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start with the option. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
In the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.